So what's wrong with the Hyundai Tucson? When it comes to reliability, it's considered above average. The average annual repair costs are just over $400, so it's a pretty reliable and dependable vehicle. According to our friends over at RepairPal.com, these are the three most common Hyundai Tucson problems reported by their owners. The most common Tucson problem is an illuminated check engine light from a transmission shifting issue. Typically, the cause of this issue is the failure of the speed sensors in the transmission, and it's a simple fix. For the speed sensors are easy to replace and they don't cost that much. The second most frequent issue reported by owners of their Tucson is a defect in the airbag control module. With the defect, there is a greater risk of the passenger side airbag incorrectly deploying during a car accident. Because of this, the airbag control module must be replaced. And for this issue, Hyundai issued 2 recalls for certain model years of the Tucson between 2005 and 2009, as well as a 13, 14, and 2016. And like most recalls, Hyundai should cover the cost of the airbag control module replacement. The third and final common problem reported by their owners of the Tucson is an odd one. For models with a multimedia navigation system, the sound suddenly stops. Whether it's when playing the radio, CD player, navigation system, or during phone calls, the sound just abruptly stops. Fortunately, the no sound issue is easy to address and typically doesn't require one to take the vehicle to a service center. The cause of the problem is a software glitch, which can be resolved with a hard reset. To do the hard reset, disconnect the negative battery terminal, wait around 15 minutes, and then reconnect the terminal. After that, the sound should come back on. So what is the true cost of a Hyundai Tucson? Glad you asked. Here are the depreciation, resale value, maintenance, and fuel cost numbers for you if you plan on owning a Tucson anytime soon. A Hyundai Tucson will depreciate in value by almost $14,000 after 5 years. Of course, this is something that's difficult to avoid, but it can be managed. Depreciation is the difference between the original sales price and what the vehicle will be worth in the future. When new, a typically equipped Tucson sells for just around $30,600 on average. After 5 years of depreciation, the average residual value will be $16,800, and this represents the vehicle's retail market price. Trade-in and private sale prices will likely be lower. This chart here shows the expected depreciation for the next 10 years on a Tucson. These results are for vehicles in good condition, averaging 12,000 miles per year, again, assuming a selling price new at just over $30,000. Speaking of new, what about new or used? If you purchase a used Tucson that's 2 years old, then you could save almost $11,000 compared to buying new and still have a relatively new model on your hands with plenty of useful life remaining. If you plan on keeping your Tucson for 3 years, your total cost of depreciation around $3,000. Insurance, which you cannot avoid, it will cost around $1,400 per year. It adds up to just under $7,000 after 5 years of owning your vehicle. And unlike depreciation, this expense can often be lowered by shopping around for lower insurance premiums. The Tucson's been around for a while. What's the best model year to choose? The 2020 is the top pick for best model year value. With the 2020, you would only pay on average 71% of the price as new, with 92% of the vehicle's useful life remaining. The 2019 and 2018 model years are also attractive and provide a relatively good value. Value based on a number of factors, including its price as new, its current price, maintenance costs, which we'll get to next, and remaining years of overall predictable expenses. Maintenance and repair costs after 5 years, just over $2,000. Expenses include your scheduled maintenance, normal wear and tear items, and expected repairs, excluding any free warranty work performed. These numbers bump up to almost $8,000 during your first 10 years of owning a Hyundai Tucson, but this does beat the industry average for popular SUV models by almost $930. There's also a almost 24% chance that a Tucson will require a major repair during that time. This is 2.5% worse than similar vehicles in this segment. If you want to finance a Tucson, assuming a 72-month loan with an APR of 4.75% and putting 20% down, you're looking at $3,500 after 5 years of owning one. These financing costs are something that you can control, though. Your interest expense can be greatly reduced by changing your loan term, improving your credit score, or just increasing your down payment. Fuel economy now, a Tucson gets on average 24 miles per gallon, which will cost you around $7,300 in fuel after 5 years, or around $1,500 a year. These estimates are based on recently collected national averages for fuel prices, assuming you drive 12,000 miles per year, 55% in the city, and 45% on the highway. Well, I certainly hope this helps you in your research process of this particular vehicle. If you're looking for the best deals and want to get a free quote in your area on a new or used vehicle of your choice, just type in the make model in your zip code at quotes.everymandriver.com and you'll get the best deals from qualified dealerships in your area. I've also included a link to the source material of this video in the description below. And as a bonus right now, here are 2 more videos on other vehicles you might find interesting. A Toyota CHR will depreciate 40% after 5 years and have a 5-year resale value of just over $15,000. This chart here shows the expected depreciation for the next 10 years on a CHR. These results are for vehicles in good condition, averaging 12,000 miles per year, also assuming a selling price of around $25,000 when new. If you buy a used CHR that's 2 years old, then you could save over $6,200 compared to buying new and still have a relatively new model with plenty of useful life remaining. If you plan on keeping this vehicle for 3 years, then your total cost of depreciation would be $3,800. When it comes to insurance costs, the average cost to insure a CHR is around $1,700 per year. This adds up to around $8,500 after 5 years of owning it. Unlike depreciation, this expense can often be lowered by shopping around for lower insurance premiums. Maintenance now. It'll cost just over $5,400 in maintenance and repairs during its first 10 years of service. This beats the industry average for popular SUV models by $3,400. There's also a 16% chance that a CHR will require a major repair during that time, and that's anything over $500. This is 5.4% better than similar vehicles in the segment. These expenses include scheduled maintenance, normal wear and tear items, and expected repairs. These estimates exclude any free warranty work performed. Financing costs now, assuming a 72-month loan with an APR of 4.75% and 20% down, the average cost to finance a new CHR would be $2,900 after 5 years. Your interest expense can be greatly reduced, though, by changing your loan term, improving your credit score, or increasing your down payment. As far as fuel economy, it gets on average 29 miles per gallon, which will cost just over $6,100 in fuel after 5 years, or about $1,200 a year. And these estimates are based on recently collected national averages for fuel prices, assuming 12,000 miles driven every year, 55% in the city, 45% on the highway. For decades, the Honda Accord has enjoyed a deserved reputation for excellence. And the current version, which first appeared in 2018, is no different. In fact, I think it's better than ever. Some 8 inches longer than its compact sibling, the Civic, the midsize Accord offers sleek styling as well as a spacious, well-appointed cabin with easy-to-use tech and one of the segment's roomiest trunks. But its strongest trait is only apparent once you take it for a spin. Despite its family car roots, the Accord is truly fun to drive thanks to a compelling combination of engaging handling, responsive performance, and comfortable ride. The base 1.5-liter engine offers plenty of pep, not to mention good fuel economy, while an optional turbocharged 2-liter ups the fun quotient considerably. A fuel-sipping hybrid version is also available, a smart move. The Accord's ongoing excellence has inspired rivals such as the Mazda 6 and Camry to up their games as well, while newcomers such as the Kia K5 and Sonata from Hyundai also offer strong competition, but the Accord remains the benchmark in this class. When it comes to the true cost of ownership, an Accord will depreciate just 42% after 5 years and have a 5-year resale value of $18,854. The Accord has been a great vehicle for decades and is a model known for holding its value. New Accord prices have risen significantly over the years, so it depreciates faster than it used to. However, if you are looking for a great vehicle that won't give you problems down the road, the Accord is a great pick. This chart here shows the expected depreciation for an Accord over the next 10 years. Take a look. These results are for vehicles in good condition, averaging 12,000 miles per year, and also assuming a selling price of just over $32,000 when new. So you're deciding between buying new or used. If you buy a 2-year-old Accord, then you could save $7,400 compared to buying new and still have a relatively new model. If you plan to keep it for 3 years, the total cost of depreciation would be just over $6,000. What about insurance costs? The average cost to insure an Accord is about $1,500 a year, adds up to around $7,400 after 5 years of ownership. Unlike depreciation, this expense can often be lowered by shopping around for lower insurance premium. For the best model years to buy an Accord, look at this chart. The 2020 is the best model year value as of this recording. With it, you would only pay on average 79% of the price as new, with 92% of the vehicle's useful life remaining. The 2019 and 17 models are also good and provide a relatively good value considering multiple factors like its price as new, current price, maintenance costs, and remaining years of overall predictable expenses. In terms of maintenance and repair costs, an Accord will amount to around $1,500 in maintenance costs after 5 years, and these include your scheduled maintenance, normal wear and tear items, and expected repairs, excluding any free warranty work that's performed. If you need to finance one, it'll cost around $3,800 after 5 years, assuming you went with a 72-month loan with an APR of 4.75% and you put down 20%. And naturally, an Accord is great on fuel economy. It averages 32 miles per gallon, which will cost just under $6,000 in fuel after 5 years, or around $1,100 in change every year. And these estimates are based on recently collected national averages for fuel prices, assuming you drive 12,000 miles per year, 55% in the city, and 45% on the highway. If you're looking for a good deal on this vehicle, or any vehicle for that matter in your area, check out quotes.everymandriver.com. It's a free search engine. You'll get the best deals from qualified dealers in your zip code. That's quotes.everymandriver.com.
One final note, if you are in the market for a new vehicle soon, great. Connect with your local dealership and price and test drive at least 3 different vehicles. A vehicle's strengths and weaknesses can only be discovered when you are behind the wheel. My reviews can be good, but you need to test drive these yourself. Visit quotes.everymandriver.com, select the make, model, and your zip code, and you'll get invoice pricing in your area on those vehicles. Shop smarter with price quotes at quotes.everymandriver.com.
Thanks for watching. Please click subscribe and give us a thumbs up. See you next time.